All right, guys. I'm doing this early in the morning, so I doubt anyone's going to be able to see this live. But I'm running a test, trying to get the truck shut off. I think we're good. I'm at the pig lease again, and I think I found part of the problem. Why the last live stream out here was so out of whack. It was pixelated really bad, and I had forgotten that I had set my camera on this is the new phone, the iPhone, and when I first got it and I was going through the camera settings, I had set it up for 4K 60 frames per second when I do video recording. And looking into it yesterday and today, trying to figure out why it was so pixelated. The audio was good, but everything else was bad. And the higher frame rates requires higher bit rate, I think, if I remember it right. I parked right in a mud hole. But anyhow, the bit rate was off, and between that and a moderate signal, it would cause issues. From what I found through researching, it's highly likely that having it in 4K, that is most likely what has caused the issue. But anyhow, I'm back here at the pig lease. I changed the settings on the camera. So instead of being at 4K 60 frames per second, I put it at 720p. And if this works and it's not really pixelated, then I'll try it at 1080. It's going to take a little while to get the testing right and to get the settings figured out. And if this doesn't work, it's probably going to be a signal issue, and I hope that's not the case. I've got, well, I can't see it at all now. And I'm gonna set the phone up here while I'm in the mud. I'm gonna go put a little bit of corn out and just talk to you guys. Let me see if I could, it may be a little loud. I've got this hand grip as a tripod also. Let me see if I can do this without knocking the camera off the truck. Please don't fall. It's nothing but mud around me. I don't know where to put it. I may be able to do it one-handed. But anyhow, this is just a test video. Let me turn the camera around. Well, I cannot see. I think this is it. If I knock the stream out, I will start it back up. That's it. Okay. It's muddy. Guys, I went yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment for my eyeballs. And yeah, I got to get glasses. I ordered them, and they'll be in. They tell you 7 to 10 days, but every time Kim and Rosie have gotten glasses from that same doctor, it's been normally about 2 days. But anyhow, to give you an idea why I can't read the comments, it's easier on StreamYard, but I'm using YouTube Live. My long distance vision, my right eye is the worst of the two. My left eye, I'm 20/20, but I'm 20/25 with my right eye. But my close vision, I'm 2100 in my good eye. So no, I cannot see. I can't read the comments. I do have glasses coming, so please just bear with me. And I'm not ignoring anyone. I mean, I love each and every one of you, and I wouldn't dare ignore the chat. I'd never do that. But I just can't read it. And my reading glasses that I had, they were in my pocket and they blew out when I was on the motorbike. Okay. I'm going to prop this up. Let me turn the camera. Okay. I'm gonna prop it up. I've got to get the bag of feed out and open this. It'll take me just a second. I just got here and it is, I can't see my time on the screen, but it's somewhere 8:45 or 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna set it right there for a second while I get the corn out and get it in the bucket. All right, guys, sorry, got stuck. All right, I gotta trying to flop the screen back around. Yep, that's it. Okay. All right, you guys, until I get glasses, I'm not going to be able to read the chat at all. It's very difficult on the YouTube live. It's really small. The wording is. I'm trying to straighten this up. There we go. But it's extremely small, the letters, and I can't see them at all. But I'm just doing this to see if I'm going to go back here to the same camera. I'm going to put some corn out, and I just want to see if changing the settings from my camera, or the ones in my camera, from 4K 60 frames per second down to 720 30 frames. I want to see if that's going to make a difference in the stream, because the video on the last one was absolutely horrible. I keep hearing movement back here. I pulled in, I went down to the end of the road and I turned around and I checked the camera. There's one about 60 yards behind the truck. And I checked it, and all I got on it is coyotes, raccoons, and buzzards. Oh, that's a boot print. That's mine from the other day. It rained on it. I'm just checking for any tracks. That's from the pig right there. Oh, that's my boot print. It's got a raccoon track in it. But it rained yesterday, and I was not able to make it out here. I had to go to the eye doctor. But they figured out what's going on in my vision. I can see out at distance. My left eye is pretty good out at distance. My right eye is a little off, but up close, I'm pretty much blind. 2100 in my left eye and 2110, I think, in the right. I can't see anything up close. And at my age, that's my boot print from the other day, I believe. Boy, that's soft, golly. That's nasty. Look at them rocks right there. Isn't that weird? I think this is that limestone. There's a fossil. I think that's a fossil of a shell. Ow. I'm gonna put those there. It's limestone. I don't know where it come from. I don't know. That's limestone. You see all the little fossils in it? There's a pretty good one right there at the end of my thumb. That one's got, you can see the lines from the shell. I don't remember seeing that the other day, but you can see the impression. It's been there a while, I guess. I don't know if these have. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not watching the screen. Sorry. I don't know how they had them stacked here. That's weird. That's a game trail right there. I need to put a camera over here. This is the one right here that it goes out and it turns and then it comes out right beside that trail camera. That's just weird, isn't it? Limestone. That pig's got, looks, there's a cut in it right there. That's from a boar rubbing his tusk on it. And that's a limb. This right here is a limb that fell. I don't know what kind of tree that is. I'm not sure. Ow. It's got mud on it right there. Whoop. Oh, it's dead. Yeah, it must have fell from somewhere. Oh, I got wet. Come on, don't fall. I'm pretty sure this just fell. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is, though. I think it's this one of these trees. This it's got to be one of these. That's what it looks like. See let me break that off. That's what it is. It's the same thing. I wonder how there's not nothing above it. I don't know. The stick probably fell out of the tree somehow. It has been raining. We've had quite a bit of rain. But the rocks, I don't know. They may have been here the other day when I was in here. I really don't know. I don't remember looking over here at it. They may have been, well, they haven't been here long. A couple of weeks ago, I come in here and I was looking down that little game trail right there, debating on putting a tree stand in that big pine. And there definitely was not any rocks there then. I'm gonna look and see if there's anything else down here. I'm just gonna dump the corn out in front of the camera. I may have oh, this mosquito keeps getting right in my eyeball. I think I have a pair of reading glasses. They're either in the van or in the Suburban. When the surveyor went out to survey the property that borders ours, he dropped his glasses and we found them. We were riding around on the four-wheeler around the perimeter. And we called the surveyor, and there he is. They're reading glasses. We thought they were prescription. Sorry, guys, got spider web all over. But anyhow, He didn't want them back. He said they were just cheap reading glasses, and I kept them. They're a little too powerful for me, but I can see with them. It just kind of makes my head feel funny. If they're in the Suburban when I get back, I'll try to pull up, see if I can read the comments, because I really want to know if you guys can. I'll tell you, if you don't mind, if you guys could let me know how this looks by putting one of the thumbs up emoji things on it. I can see that, and just let me know if the video is better than it was a couple of days ago when I was in here. Look at that footprint right there. Can you guys see that? Oh, thank you guys so much. I can't read your names. I apologize. I can see the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. Can you guys see that print right there? There's the heel. Look at the toes. There's the toes right there. I don't even want to go back here now. I'm not a researcher. I love being out here. I love the woods. I love hunting. But I am not into the Bigfoot thing. I know it may seem that I am, because I do enjoy sharing the articles with you guys that Brother Don sends us. They're extremely fascinating. Boy, the pigs have been back in here. This is all pig rooting. I hope my shaking isn't messing it up for you all. I shake really bad, and that footprint's kind of got me a little nervous. Yes, I am scared of the Sasquatch, these Bigfoot creatures. I am petrified of them. I'm afraid of them and the bears. I'm sure the wild pigs are more dangerous than the bears, but I've been around the pigs all my life. I know how they react, and I know the motions they go through before they charge you, and I'm familiar with them. I'm comfortable around them. I do have respect for them. I do not tempt fate when it comes to a wild pig, because you will certainly lose. Guys, I am scared to go back here. I'm sorry I'm dragging so slow. I'm just nervous. I got them rocks. They may have been there for a while, but I don't remember seeing them. And then a footprint on the trail. Nothing's been in here. Not today. There's no bubbles in the water. And I'm not seeing any footprints. It rained yesterday and early yesterday evening. So there hasn't been anything moved since the rain. But I'm just nervous. Oh, these bugs are really bad. Holy cow. All right, I'm gonna get back here to where this other camera is, because I know the video was really horrible the other day when I was back over here. And when we get up here, if you guys don't mind, just one more time once we get here, if you'd give me a thumbs up if the video is watchable or if it's bad. If it's bad, don't put anything on there. I can't read what you're writing, but if it's good, if it's doable, and we're probably 60 or 70 yards from the camera. So once we get up here, I'll ask you to let me know if the video is any better, if you don't mind. Yeah, it does feel a little weird in here today. It's not a bad feeling. And it could just be me. I wish I wouldn't have seen that footprint so early in the walk. The print I found in here a few days back, it was long, really long, but it was narrow, like a long, skinny foot. There's those big brick-looking things right there. There's rock. That is pig feces, pig dung. There was another one right up here that I seen the other day when we was in here. I think that's it right there. That was from a few days ago. And I did have a large wild boar on camera last night and early this morning back here. With it still being pretty early in the morning and cool out here. I'm sure he's still moving around feeding. Yeah, he's definitely been in here. A lot of tracks. Ooh, it smells too. I don't know what that smell is. It's not a pig. That might be a bear. Yeah, it stinks. I've not gotten the bear on camera right here. Only pigs and deer. Just looking at the tracks. I wonder if I can set this up. The signal may be a little poor to this tripod grip that I'm using is short. I'm gonna try to stand it up. I just gotta spread the corn out. I'm sorry if it's loud. I'm trying to do this as easy as possible so it doesn't blow you guys' speaker out. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. All right. I'm only gonna set it down just for a minute or two, just until I can get this feed put out. So give me just a second. folks, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do this as quietly as possible. I'm gonna shorten this up. Okay, this may be loud. I'm just gonna bend the camera back straight. There we go. All right, you guys, other than the shaking, is the video any clearer than the live stream we did just a couple of days ago? All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You guys that are just getting here, I cannot see, I can't read the names on here. I'm using YouTube Live, and the chat, when it shows up on screen, it's really small, so I cannot read it. My reading glasses blew out of my pocket when I was on the motorbike a few days back, and I haven't gotten another pair yet. I went yesterday to the eye doctor, and long story short, I can see pretty good out at distance. My bad eye is my right eye, which is 20/25 vision at distance. My left is 20/20, but up close, my good eye is 2100. My bad eye, I think it was 2110, but I can't see anything up close. My vision's horrible. So I apologize. You guys, I'm not able to read the comments. I can't even tell who's posting the comment. I can see the block. When it pops up, I can make out the little thumb icon. It looks like an arrowhead, a yellow arrowhead. So I apologize. I'm gonna ease back to this other camera because I know the audio or the video was really bad. I watched the other live stream last night, and the video was absolutely horrible on it. It was real blocky. And what it was, I had my camera is set 4K at 60 frames per second, and it never crossed my mind that I needed to go to a lower resolution so that it would process properly for the live stream. So this morning I changed it to 720p, and it's 30 frames per second, unless I get into a dark area, and it'll change to 24 frames. I'm gonna go back to the other camera. It's not that far up here. I don't think I'm gonna go to the end of the road. There was what I believe to be, I think there was a predator back there where I was at, like a bear or the coyotes, I don't know. But it scared me pretty bad. And then I got that sickening feeling. And I've experienced that in a few other areas. Most of the time when you have that feeling, you feel like you're lost. It's a really scary feeling that you're lost, you're confused. It's hard to make any type of decision. And normally when that's happened in the past, not long afterwards, I would experience some type of activity. Whether it was hooting or growling or grunting sounds or things thrown at me. I did not have anything thrown at me that I'm aware of the other day, but it just scared me, and then it felt like I had a predator watching me. There's a deer track right there, I believe. can make it out, you guys. Right there, that's a coon track, and I can make it out very clearly from here. But when I get down right here, it's blurry. It looks like a pine cone hit the mud. But when I back up, I can, and it's just my eyes. My eyes are bad. I turned 54 in April, and I think I was given a set of used eyes. I think when God created me, I didn't get a new model, I got the older model. So I got 70-year-old eyeballs from a welder who never wore a helmet or goggles. I'm just joking. Oh, there's another little bed area. Looks like a pig bed. The grass is eaten down. The pigs that do that, they'll find them a little hump, and it's normally the sentry. The sentry is always a boar, and he'll get away from the group. He'll lay up on a hump, a high spot where he can see, and he's the watchdog. Moving the spider web out of the way. But the sentry boar, you can usually smell them. They stink. Oh, the camera's right up here. I am extremely nervous right now. I think it's just because I seen that footprint back there. Hope you guys could made it out on the camera. When I go back out, we get up to that print, I'll show it to you again for those that weren't here in the beginning. Oh wow. The pigs did come in here. If you guys remember, I threw corn out in here the other day. There's the camera right there. And I slung corn out, and they have just plowed everything over. Look at that. That's the pigs. He's looking, they'll get every kernel of corn. Looks like they went through there. Oh, they rooted up a hole back there too, right there. Holy cow, look at that print. Guys, that's from a big pig. I mean, that's a 250-pound pig right there, if not bigger. That's a monster pig. He's got it, that's tore up right there, and then right there is also torn up. All I've got with me is the 9mm. And that's not gonna do nothing to a pig unless you could put a perfect shot on him, catch him behind the ear in that plate, that little flat area. But they are faster than a deer. They're very hard to hit. Yeah, he's torn all that up too. I didn't throw any corn down here, out this far. So he ate all the corn, and it looks like he continued this direction feeding. You can see where he's uprooted these little clumps of grass, and yeah, I'm not gonna go any further down there. My gut has got me on high alert right now. I want to go back there. You guys, we're gonna, I'll be doing that soon, but I'm not gonna do it alone. My stepson, Cody, is supposed to come up here with me, and we're gonna take pruners and probably a chainsaw, and we're gonna go through here. There's a little creek back there. It's probably 600 yards or so from here. We're gonna work our way back to that creek. Oh, there's this trail right there, big trail. See if you guys can see that. See the dark tunnel right there? Right there, there's the big trail. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over that way. I'm gonna leave him alone. The danger with the pigs is normally if there's a group of pigs and there's a dominant boar in that group, he'll come after you for sure. And if there is a mother that has young, that mother won't stop. She'll get after you and stay after you until she gets a hold of you. They got a beat down right there. Look at that trail. Oh, there's a kite. Got a mockingbird after him. Oh, there's another trail right through there. It goes right there. Goes back in there. There's no telling how many pigs and other wildlife is back that direction. The highway's that way, you guys. That's west. Straight west. All right, I think maybe I will go back to the road and we'll walk down toward the end of it. I just want to make sure this setting that I have my camera on now is going to work. The signal is a little bit better right here where we're at than it is down at the end of the road. I hope that we don't have to experience anything. I don't want no coyote activity, no bear activity. I don't want to deal with the pigs either right now. And I definitely don't want to deal with the big guys. That footprint that I pointed out to you a little while ago, we'll be passing that up again in a minute. But that's the second footprint I found on this trail. Both of them were really long, really large feet, but the first one had a real narrow foot, like abnormally narrow. Looks like the foot seemed to be around 15 inches, maybe 16 inches long, but it was only 4, maybe 5 inches wide. It was really narrow, the first one we found. Hope that was a limb. Just to give you guys a heads up, if I hear something and I'm aiming the camera that direction, it's not that I'm hearing a Sasquatch. It's that I'm hearing anything. If I hear a twig snap, you know, the twigs don't just snap, but they do fall. But there's a difference. If you hear a limb fall from a tree, it's a far different sound. You know, a 1-inch diameter limb, 6 feet long, falling from a tree has a far different sound than a pencil-sized twig being stepped on, being broke. You know, something small, even like that. If you hear that, it's wet. You hear that little break. You know, why is that so spongy? You hear the little snap. It's a different sound when a limb falls from a tree. Sometimes you hear what sounds like a limb falling, but you can hear it going through the trees up here. You'll hear it zipping through the trees, and it'll fall, and you know, it'll land fairly close. Sometimes, you know, within 50 feet of you. And that's not from a limb falling. They can fall and hit another limb and, you know, kind of ricochet or be deflected in a sideways motion, but they're not going to go far. You know, they may travel 10 feet to the side, but you can hear it. You can definitely tell the difference between a limb falling and deflecting off another limb and being kicked sideways versus one sailing through the limbs and the foliage. That's a scary sound. There are some big pig tracks. There's one right here and there's one right there. Where he's walked down the trail, there's another one right there. I think that was our piggy that came up here and ate the victuals. Oh, there's a piece of corn he missed right there. Okay. It may have fell out of his mouth. I'm waiting now. If you guys are wondering why I keep the corn out there instead of up here by the camera, they'll root around and they'll knock that camera pole over. And I don't want them to. The battery box has a little wire that's twisted around the stem, and I definitely don't want them to chew that wire in half. It's got a steel coating on the outside, which is for the rats and squirrels, but it's not going to stop a pig from biting it. They've got probably the strongest jaw pressure of any animal on 4 legs, besides an alligator. And that was nasty. Well, this right here's getting opened up now too. That's a buck rub right there. I want to get out here and walk around and see if I can find some sheds, but I'm not going to do that until somebody's with me. Take the tractor and open some of this up. See, that's swamp back there, you guys. That's a, I wonder if I can zoom that in. Yep, there's a cypress tree right back center of the screen right there. Oh, that ain't working. I'm shaking too bad. Okay. I'm gonna walk to the end of the road. I may try to go in that swamp again. I just don't want to get that sick feeling. The area up near Vernon, Florida, it's on the river. There's a spot in there, and everyone that's hunted with me, and I took Brother Jeff in there one year when he come down. You get up in this one specific area, and you lose your balance, you get real dizzy, and then just consumed with confusion. It's really hard to understand where you're at And I avoid that area. I hunt in that area. I still hunt out there. But I walk 200 yards out of the way just to avoid going through that one spot. And I believe it's something in the earth, something under the ground that's causing that, but who knows? We live in a very strange world. Ow. Well, we like to went swimming. Ooh. Just got bit by a horsefly. And this area right here just feels off. It's not really a bad feeling. It's more of a just on alert. Like my senses are really locked in on something. I just have no idea what. And it does sort of feel like when you're near a predator, that weird sensation that comes over your body. That's what it feels like right here. It felt that way when I walked in here. Sounded like a deer blew at me. Yeah, there's something over there. And it could be the pig. I'm getting him on camera regularly. There's 2 boar hogs. I've got several video clips from the game cameras, and I may just put them in a, oh wow, that's open back there. It's like a big trail. But I've got several dozen video clips of just different animals that I've gotten on camera out here. Coyotes, raccoons, armadillo, a bobcat, deer, pigs, bears. There's a little bit of everything out here. Well, that pig come in here too. That's my boot print. I'm looking, I think that footprint's up here a little further. I'll show you guys. I know a lot of you weren't in here with us when I first came across it. So I'll show you guys that footprint again and those pieces of limestone. There's 4 rocks over here. For those that are just have just joined us, there's 4 pieces of the limestone. It's over here on this. There's a hump up here. I think it's from when they had did the forest work in here, cutting the trees. I think it's from the tractor. We didn't have this lease back when they cut it last. So I don't know, it could be natural, but there's a hump. I think it's right here. And there's rocks on it. There's 4. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm just gonna show this again for those that are just joining us. See, it's got this hump here. This, I don't know what it is. It's a hump though. And there, oh, it's 5, I'm sorry, 5 rocks. And they're just pieces of lime rock. They got fossils in them. That one does. And one of the other ones, oh, this one. I think that's a fossil right there, I believe. Pretty neat. Ow, you got bit in the ear. Oh, these bugs are bad. It's got that limb, but I think that limb fell. It's got mud on that end. I don't know how it got mud on it, but I think it came out of this tree right here. I just don't know how it fell over here. And I don't know why it's got dirt in the end of it right there. It's dead. So I don't know. Kind of odd. I pulled it up, you guys that are just joining us, and I broke the end off. When I lifted it up, it broke. But I think the stick is most likely natural. See, there's some right there just broke too. I just don't know where it would have came from. And why it's got mud on the top of it. That little pine is too small for a raccoon to climb up, or any varmint big enough to cover the end of it with mud. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Those were put there by something. I don't know. I know coons take stuff, but I don't think they could carry a rock like that. Those rocks are probably 1/4 pound a piece, maybe. See if I can find that footprint again. I think that's mine right there. Hope I didn't step on it. Oh, this bug. Good gracious. I may have passed it. I don't remember where it was. Unless it was here somewhere. If we can't find it, and I'm not trying to be rude, but you may have to look back at the beginning of the video to see it. It may have been right here somewhere. Ah. Why do they bite you on the face? Well, I'm not seeing it. Hope I didn't step on it. There's my boot print. Is it right here? I don't know. I may have stepped on it. That stinks. I'm sorry. You guys that are just getting here, right after we left the truck, and I think it was before I walked up on them stones, them rocks in there. It should somewhere be right here. And I walked up on it, and it's a pretty big foot. It's probably, I'm guessing, 15 inches. But it's wide. It's not like that long, skinny one I found a few days back. All right, I'm gonna walk down the road. I'd rather drive back there, but that'll be all right. My junk truck. I got a feeder in the back seat. Yeah, that's a little on the, that's redneck side is what that is. But that's all right. I've been called worse dozens of times. Where is my, let me see, hold on just a second. I'm gonna just have a swallow of water right quick. And then we'll head down. Oh. All right. I didn't want to film a nasty truck. It's got my breakfast plate in there. I had a piece of a meatball sandwich for breakfast. All right. You guys, is the video still somewhat watchable? Is it a little clear still? If it is, please just throw a thumbs up for me. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, right down here is that trail I pointed out that comes beside those rocks over there. It comes out right here. My camera's right there. It comes out just on the other side of that tree. And the coyote and one of the bears and the pigs, they come in. I cut all this stuff down. I kind of covered it right here, but it comes out right here and it turns and it goes back. It comes out over there where them rocks are at. And this is where we feed them, right there and right here. That's what all that brown coloring is. I dumped some sweet feed out. There's a coyote in here. There's the eggs. Those are eggs that the duck laid, and the shell was really, really soft, and it was kind of rubbery. And Kim is hatching out the eggs that our birds lay. And the quail she's got 6 or 7 quail. And one of them just laid its first egg the other day, but it got cracked in their little pen area. But we're gonna be hatching those out as well. We're hatching turkeys, ducks, guineas, hopefully quail, and chickens, different types of chickens. I really don't want to walk back here, but I need to see if if the camera will work doing a live stream with the settings that I have it on now. I need to find out, because we're going to be trapping over here, trapping pigs. And I'd like to be able to show you guys on a live stream these pigs and, just how wicked of an animal they are, especially when you get them trapped. And I got yellow flies on me. Crud. I'm getting nervous. There's a north of us right here, about a 3/8 of a mile. between a quarter and a half a mile. They're working on a road up there. That's the, you keep hearing that beeping noise from the tractors. There's Cody's camera. But that's what that beeping is. This is where we turn around at. There's a game trail right there. They come out and they go right down the road right here. I'm sure you'll be able to see the trail right there. This is deer and pigs. All right, you guys, I'm hearing something back here. It sounds like pigs rooting. There's the trail that I took you guys in the other day. You couldn't see it because the video was so bad. This game trail that we're on, it splits right here and it goes right into there. That's how I found that trail. I followed the game trail. I don't know if I need to go back there right now. Here, I'm gonna walk to the end of the road right here. Maybe whatever's back there would smell me and take off. Pretty sure it's the pigs, most likely. I hope it's the pig. It's warming up quick. There's water right here that's running. This is the little creek that crosses. It's very small, but it holds water year round. This is it right here. And it flows through, it goes through right there and it goes all the way up to the north end of this property. We pulled it up on the map. We have not walked it out. I haven't been able to walk it out with someone, and I'm not going back there alone. Yeah, I think that's pigs, you guys. Oh, I about pulled my boot off. There's baby pigs. We have one mama that I've got on camera. She's got 6 babies with her. That's why we've been dumping the slop up there. That hole that's up there closer to the truck. We've been dumping household slop in there for her and the babies. Once we set the trap up, if we happen to catch her and the babies, we will be releasing her and the female babies. The males, we'll be relocating them. We met a guy he's got a license to haul wild pigs, living wild pigs, and he wants them to put on his property. He's got a 20-acre pen that he puts wild pigs in. This is the creek right here that I'm in. It's really hot and humid, and so I'm making sure I don't step on a snake. Holy moly, that's deep. There's a game trail right there too. Goes back. All right, this right here is as far as I've been at this end. We are going to open this up a little bit. We're going to cut a trail through here that we can get through with the four-wheelers. Because if you look through the trees out there, it opens up right out there. And it's most likely a little pond of some type. If it's a pond or a live swamp that has moving water, then we'll put a tree stand over there. Hearing something move. Just can't quite pinpoint where it's at. I think it's over here. I think it's that way. I can barely hear it. It may be a small animal, but I'm not gonna chance it. I don't have the right sidearm for being in the wild. And I know 99% of you already know this. Probably everybody here that's watching right now. But I've had 2 emails that were asking, why do I carry 2 different guns, the 9mm and the 10? And just for those 2 people that don't know, the 9mm is, I usually carry that for people, bad people. If we're in areas that we are going to risk somebody attacking us, then that's the 9mm is fine for that. It's not going to do nothing if you have somebody that's cranked up on drugs get after you. I mean, it'll kill him, but not before he kills you. We don't want to have to shoot anybody, but we live in a crazy time, and evil is running rampant. So the 9mm is more of a personal defense against human enemies. The 10 is for pretty much anything that moves, but it's heavier. So if we're going swimming, when we go to the beach, I carry the 9 because it is small. It's a little tiny one. I don't know if I can show it without getting in trouble on YouTube. But the one that I carry, and I had a choice. I was going to get a really good deal on a Glock. I think it was a 43 or 41. I don't remember. I'm not familiar with all the different Glocks. But it was a 9mm. And I was going to get a pretty good deal on it. If it would have been a different caliber, I would have took it. But the choice was between that, the Walther, a 9mm, but it was a bigger frame, and then the Taurus G3 or G2C, and or the G2 Slim. There was two different ones of the Taurus, and I've shot all three, and I'm a big fan of the Taurus. I love it, and it's never jammed. It's shot everything I've put through it. It's never caused me one bit of issue. Very reliable, very small, and it holds 12 rounds. And I got it for a really good price, brand new. And Kim has she's got the G3C, the new model, which is, it's the same gun, but it's just got a better trigger. It's just it's a better looking firearm for sure. But I think the dimensions are just about identical. But I use that one if we're going places. I'm wearing shorts because it's small and it's easy to conceal. The other one, the 10mm, Brother Jeff hooked me up with that. I can't thank him enough. That's my absolute all-time favorite of all the different handguns that I've fired, all of them that I've owned, just everyone I've ever been around. I absolutely love this thing, and it's heavy. It is, it's steel, and it is bigger. It's still it's a subcompact, but it's bigger than the Taurus, and it's about twice the weight. I don't know, what kind of track is that? I don't know. It's weird. I'm on edge a little bit, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what was out here the other day when I came out here. I have no idea what was out here. I did see something moving, and I'm sort of leaning towards a bear. I don't know if you guys heard, I know you didn't see it, but a while back, I come out here, I cut this trail, and I was cutting as I went. You can see the little, where I snipped this little twig right here. All right, I was cutting my path. When I come back out, that stick right here, it was stopped in the dirt right there, and it come across, it blocked all of this, and there was another one stopped in right here, and it like made a cross. It blocked my trail. When I come back out, these sticks were stopped in the dirt and blocked me in. I mean, I moved them. I wasn't trapped by any means, but there was no one out here. I was alone, and that kind of creeped me out a little bit. I really don't want to go back here. I'm just going to go up here to the opening where the grass is right there. I just want to see how the video is going to work. The signal is not good over here at all. I'm already getting nervous. I'm not hearing or seeing anything. I'm hearing something move back here, but I'm very certain it's a small animal. crud, you scared me. Trying to focus on my surroundings, listening, and that bird just called out and startled me. All this water right here is part of that little creek. I'm gonna go right up here to the edge of the pines, just right up here. And when I get up here, I get you guys just to let me know if the video portion of this is still doing okay, if it's watchable. I know it's not gonna be perfect, but if it's doable in the future when we come out here and start running traps, if it's something you guys would be able to handle, you know, watching a live stream in that quality. If not, and it's no big deal, I can always film it with the DJI and then just upload the video. All right, back over there is where I got in that area and I started getting real dizzy and that confused feeling. And that's when I started getting scared, and whatever it was that was moving, what I seen moving was way back there. And I believe it was a bear. It may have been a big wild pig. Let me cross this water and get in the pines right here. Got a pretty good canopy overhead right here. So I cannot see my signal. For some reason it doesn't show up when you're doing YouTube live. Look at the game trail right there. Something's been traveling by, something, probably a group of pigs. All right, you guys, just one more time and I won't ask no more. If the video is, if it's good enough to watch a live stream from out here right now, would you please just show me a thumbs up on it, on screen? In the comments, that's what I meant to say. Because right here is where the signal's bad. Oh, awesome, thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, I can't watch, I can't see your comments, I can't read them. I'm so sorry. But that will be fixed soon. I have glasses coming and I'm so excited. I'll be so thrilled to be able to see again. It's horrible having poor vision. It's really horrible. I'm going like toward the west. I'm not gonna head toward the east. That's what we did the other day. And there was something moving out there around me in two spots. And then I seen that black figure. And I'm leaning towards it being a bear. I'm pretty sure it was. And I'm not a bear fan. Don't care for them. I just don't want to, because of my fear for bears, I don't want to get close to one and end up shooting him and either hurting him and causing him to attack me or killing him for no reason. You know, and his intention could have been the whole time to get away from me. And I mistook it or mistaken it for aggression because of the fear I have for him. And I ended up shooting him. I don't want to do that. No animal deserves to be killed just because. It's not fair. Yeah, this is weird right here. This is definitely an odd area. Look at all these limbs. Can you see all these limbs piled up right there? Look at how many trees are stuck. It's like a big nest of trees. That's strange. I'm sure it's natural. 90% of what we come across is natural, but it's just, I don't know, I find it hard to believe that you're gonna get a bunch of trees fall and they all land in the same spot. It's kind of hard to, my mind doesn't comprehend that right. Look, why are all these right here in the same area? There's another pile right there. That looks like a blind. Guys, I'm trying not to shake. I have a nerve disorder and I shake anyway, but I'm nervous out here, and that's making me shake a little worse than normal. I'll go up here and turn, and whoa. I'll come back around. I did spray down for ticks, so hopefully I don't get them on me again. A tick, a scorpion, a roach, and a spider are all critters that I just despise. It just got really weird. Yes, the whole environment's changing right now. And it's probably because I'm moving into an area that's, I don't know, hopefully it's just my mind. I'm just gonna go up a little bit further. I just wanna look down this opening right through there. It's pretty out here, but it does not feel right. It definitely doesn't feel right. I'm gonna go back. 100% got eyes on me right now. I can feel it big time. But I don't know where. Like, normally you can sort of, you can get an idea of where you're being watched from, but I can't tell. I really can't tell. Yeah, I can't do this. Oh. So it's like an area in Weewahitchka, the Dead Lakes and the Dead Swamp area. That's what that area looks like right through there. There are so many trees broke off. Guys, I'm not ignoring anyone. I cannot read the chat. I apologize for that. I just can't see it. I don't have my glasses. I was on my motorbike last week and I had them in my side pocket on my jeans and they blew out. All right, I'm gonna head back over here. There's something moving back there pretty quick. Maybe an animal getting away from me, but I'm not gonna take a chance. Not with a glorified BB gun, I'm not. I don't hear it now. I'm hoping that was a pig. It sort of sounded like a pig. When they're moving to get away from you, their feet move really fast, or their legs do. They cover a lot of ground quickly. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that over my step. That was right back there. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back to the trail. Something does not feel right now. It feels downright bad. Very bad, that gut feeling to go. So I'm going to head back to the trail. I'm not going to shut the stream off though. It makes it seem like you're not alone when you're out in areas by yourself and you're doing a live stream. It just makes it feel like you got people with you. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Now it feels like I got animals moving around, coming up toward me. There it is again. That was a bird, I believe. Okay, I think this is my trail. Yep, this is it. Ooh, that was deep. I got a wet foot now. Oh, that's deep too. Guys, I don't think that's pigs. They'll go away from you, and that it sounds like it's moving around right here. Pigs will go away from you. Even if they've got to go toward the highway, they will go away from you unless there's babies involved or a dominant boar. And that sounds like they're circling around me. And the feeling I got, I definitely got the feeling to get out. It's not a good feeling. There it goes again. I don't know what that is. Unless that was a limb that fell. Could be. Wish I wasn't so worried about snakes. I'd keep the camera hanging behind me. But it's hard to watch the camera screen and the ground at the same time. I don't know why this area is like this. It done it to me the other day when we come out here, but we went that way, the opposite direction. Today we went that direction. I wonder if there's maybe a bear's got a den over there somewhere, got babies. Because it absolutely feels like a predator watching you. And as far as I know, the only time you'll get a feeling of a predator watching you is when a predator is watching you. And we're not far from the trail, from the road there. For our new members of our family here, I do not go after sounds. I'm not a Bigfoot researcher by any means. If I find evidence of what I believe to be from these creatures, then yes, I absolutely will video it or take a picture of it and share it with you, but I do not go looking for them. This place right here is ate up with wild pigs. That's why this pine is so chewed up. That's from wild pigs. That one's almost dead. This one here, they did kill. That's from wild pigs. You can see the marks right here from their tusk. See all the little cuts in the wood? It's a bunch of cuts right there. Sort of a telltale sign. You see where they've been working on that tree right there too. Oh, that was a bird. All right, I'm gonna make my way up toward the truck. There's the end of the road. That's where the creek is. I'm shaking right now. That got my nerves stirred up. I don't want to be in the woods and have a bear confront me or one of the big guys. I don't want to run into either one. I don't really want to run into a pig either, but they're a little easier to, well, not to handle, but if you understand how they move, how they operate, and their basic instincts, then you can get away from the pigs pretty easy. Main thing with a charging pig is that they cannot turn fast. So you cannot outrun them. If you ever get charged by a pig, just face him. Stand there and face him. When he gets, about 5 feet from you, and they run incredibly fast. They will chase down a full-grown German Shepherd and catch him. You can't outrun them. If you go in the water, they'll go in the water after you. They can go under the water. They can jump. But if you get one charging, you just stand still and face him. And when he gets right up on you, 4 or 5 feet from you, he's not going to stop and bite you. He's going to hit you wide open. So when he gets up a few feet from you, just hop up in the air and spread your legs apart, and he'll run underneath you. And it'll take him about 20 feet to get slowed down and turned where he can come back at you. But it'll give you enough time, if you got any small trees around, 3-inch diameter trees that you can shimmy up. You don't have to climb high. Just get your feet about 4 foot off the ground. They'll bump the bottom of your shoes. When he realizes you're not coming down, they'll leave. And if you ever have to shoot at one that's charging you, don't shoot at him standing up, because you're going to miss him. Squat down, get down to where you're at his level, aim straight at him. Aim toward the end of his nose. His nose will be down. And as you pull the trigger, he will run into the bullet. That's the only way you're going to hit them, if they're running. Unless you have a shotgun. There's another trail right there that goes back. Pretty big trail. All right now. All right, guys, I made it back. I'm at the truck. I'm hot. Gotta get some water. I'm gonna head home. We got animals. We've got to medicate. We got a new baby born. Let me fix my camera. Sorry. We got a new baby that was born yesterday, and Mama is cleaning it. She's loving on it, cuddling up with it, but she will not feed him or feed her. And so we've got to catch Mama and milk her today so that we have colostrum to feed the new baby. And then Goomba, our big one, he's dealing with urinary calculi. So we're having to medicate him each day, and that is an absolute job. That's our biggest goat. He's 240 something pounds. And he's not feeling good because of the urinary calculi. So when you try to hold him to get the medicine down his throat, he's fighting you. And he is 5 times stronger than I'll ever be. But we got to get them took care of. Got a little bit to do at home. And here in the very near future, I will have my new glasses, and I'll be able to see, and I'll be able to read the comments and respond to all of you. And as far as the chat, the comments to the videos, I can't keep up with them. It's just way too much for me to do alone. But guys, if you've seen anything in the video today that I missed, anything at all, please shoot me a screenshot to my email, and it's standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com. And if you don't mind, put a timestamp on it where it's at in the video so that I can look back. Everything in here, when we went right down that trail, that's where the footprint was. I had a bad odor right before we got to the camera and heard some sounds of something moving, but had a pretty eerie feeling, especially coming out. And then the area at the end of the road we just came from, there's something back there. I don't know if it's a pig, a coyote, a bear, I don't know what it is, but the sensation of being watched by a predator was overwhelming. It was super strong in there. And I was hearing movement off around me. It sounded to be 70-yard range, say 50 to 100 yards, somewhere up in there. And it seemed to be circling around us, coming from the west, moving toward the east. I did not see anything, but if you've seen anything, please, if you can't do a screenshot, just give me a timestamp if you don't mind. I'd greatly appreciate it. Well, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the verification with the thumbs up. That the video was a little easier to watch than the live stream we did a day or two ago. I'm gonna try to do more live streams out here, and as we cut these new trails, find these new areas, I'm gonna try to share that with you and hopefully bring you along. I gotta figure out how to mount the camera to where I'll have use of my hands if we're doing these trails. I'd love to bring you with me live as we're going into these new places for the first time. That's normally when you run up on the pigs. You find the nest with the baby pigs. It normally happens the first time you go in there. And I'd love to show you guys a bed of newborn piglets. They're so cute. They're pretty when they're little. They grow up to be very powerful, very destructive, and quite ugly when they get big. But as babies, they're precious, they're little. But thank you again. God bless you. I love you all. And thank you so very much for hanging out with me and giving me the thumbs up to let me know the video was doing all right. I absolutely appreciate that. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you here in the near future. Take care. Bye-bye.